Hey everyone, it's me, Julia O'Connell. Have you noticed that food prices are ridiculously high? I have. I got a couple of Honeycrisp apples and they were like 20 bucks. I'm not joking. That's not cool. I remember a time when you could get 2 avocados for $1. Now it's like almost close to $10 for 4 avocados. This isn't okay. Inflation is way too high. People are struggling. Long gone are the coupons that they used to put in the Sunday news journals. They don't put coupons in the newspapers anymore. So how are people supposed to live? It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I can tell you my tip right now. We just try to use what we have in our refrigerator and use it up. Eventually, we're going to have to get a new refrigerator because the refrigerator that we have is probably the original refrigerator for this house. It was built in 2005. So we eventually are going to have to get a new refrigerator. Long gone are the days where appliances last you a long time. They had a built-in warranty. So trying to survive in this day and age is very difficult. Food prices have gone up. I mean, the eggs that we have, I like the Vital eggs because they are supposed to be really good for you. They're organic. They're pasture-raised eggs. You want that because they are the better egg for you. However, they are very expensive. They're $11.99 a carton. I saw that they are starting to lower some of the prices of certain things where I work and raise certain prices of things. Flank steak is so expensive. I avoid that type of meat. Even ground beef is very expensive. They used to have ground chuck at $2.99 a pound, but they've had to raise it big time because of the price of everything going up. Just even my tomato plants this year that I planted outside, they are not producing any tomatoes. I have one big green pepper that's growing on one of my pepper plants. I just do the best I can to help everyone around me with who is struggling. I tell you my tips because my tips are what is needed to happen. Some people like to go to a Coinstar. I absolutely do not. I take the extra time to roll my change because then I know I'm getting all my money. We are just trying to use up what we have. We have a ton of canned goods in our cabinets. We have a ton of like rice, other stuff, mac and cheese, other stuff that we're trying to eat up. Life is too hard right now. Be kind. If you see somebody who's struggling, help them. I do support people who are kind and caring, and I just want people to know, yes, there are people struggling right now, and there's a lot of people that are on the verge of homelessness, and the government right now that we have in office does not care. They are criminalizing homelessness, which I think is absolutely awful. But little tips that you can do around the house or at Christmas time. Make a homemade gift. It makes it so much more meaningful for somebody to receive a homemade gift. They do appreciate it when you give them a homemade gift or that you've worked really hard on it. So people should respect that fact when you do give them a homemade gift. This year we're going to try to limit it to like $50 per person because it's getting difficult. I mean, last year we spent so much money on each other and on others. So life's too short. Life's too short to sweat the small things, but like I do see how people are struggling right now. Food prices are ridiculous. For a 4-ounce bag of chips, it's like $4. Like, that's insane. The highly processed foods are absolutely going up in price. Over in England and like the UK, they don't have as many preservatives in their food. We need to start getting rid of the food dyes in our food. We need to start getting rid of the highly processed food that we have. The organics are so expensive. You would think with more demand they would start lowering the prices of organics because the demand for it is very high. We just need to come together and treat each other with kindness. I see people struggling with their electric bills too. I see people struggling with what they're going to put on the table at night. Because food prices have gone up and it's really insane how much they have gone up. I can tell you, working at a grocery store and getting my discount helps big time, but for the people that don't work at a grocery store and get a discount, it's very difficult. Long gone are the days of couponing too. Like, I hardly ever see Procter and Gamble coupons in the flyers. I don't see any food coupons in the flyers. I mean, we used to get coupons all the time in the newspapers. Now we can't even do that. Couponing did help people. My grandmother used to have old-time coupons that were good for forever. The forever coupons. They no longer have those anymore. Like, coupons should last for more than a year. But people are struggling right now. We got a government that does not care about the people that are struggling. They've only targeted the rich people to get tax breaks or to get the help that they need. The richest people in the world have the most loopholes. I feel like their money should be sent back to our country, and they should not be allowed to have offshore bank accounts. I feel like the money should be invested back into America. And instead, we've got rich CEOs making a profit off of the poorest people. You look at car prices. People are having to pay $1,000 a month for car notes. It's beyond ridiculousness. Jack Morgan is right. I love his channel. And he does a good thing about talking about the inflation and the troubles with inflation and the troubles with cars that are not working right. I can tell you there's no way to open the trunk of my the hood of my Hyundai. You literally have to go from up underneath it to fix anything. It's going to be pricey because my check engine light is back on. We just fixed that problem. Now it's back on. So people are really struggling. Just be kind and caring. if you see something, say something. Like, you don't necessarily have to report anything, but like, when you see somebody struggling, try to help them. I mean, I do it when I can, when I have the money to do so. Right now, I don't have the money to do so. My heart is broken for the people that are struggling right now. And the struggle is very real. Food prices have gone ridiculousness. I love the fact that the Honeycrisp apples are bigger, so you get more out of the apple. But at the same time, they are through the roof, and those aren't even the organic ones. The organic ones are not as big, and they're more pricey. So just be kind. Treat people with respect. We went through a 40-pound bag of bird food within less than 3 weeks. These little sparrows are really hungry right now. And I support them because sometimes they have long journeys to wherever they're going. The same with the butterflies. That's why I have a butterfly bush and I have some milkweed. People don't realize that the milkweed is one of the number one plants to have in your garden for monarch butterflies. They actually live on this plant and feed off of this plant, and it gives them energy for their long journeys to Mexico and Brazil. I just support people who are kind. When I see a person struggling for food, it really upsets me. There's people out there that say they will work for food. I just wish people would be a little bit more kind and stop trying to stop progress. Like what happened in LA when this gentleman wanted to build tiny homes for the homeless. This initiatives need to stop being interjected on, and they need to be progress with progress. The way that Trump has handled things in Washington, D.C. is not okay. A lot of those homeless people had case managers that were helping them to provide stuff for them, and now they probably won't be able to be found. I just don't support it. People are struggling right now. We need to come together and help each other. Neighbors do help each other in my neighborhood. We do try to help each other. I do have 2 tomato plants out there. Hopefully we'll get a few tomatoes. It's in the 70s right now, so it feels like fall. It's only going to get cooler by next week. Today's high is supposed to be 79. Today's the highest day for the rest of the week. Tomorrow it's only supposed to be 73 degrees for the high. I might take a walk on the beach tomorrow morning and just do that. It's just very frustrating that we have a government that does not care about the human beings in this country. They only want to cater to their own agendas, and that's not okay. We don't want billionaires, and we do not want millionaires to be running our country anymore, because they have no clue as to what people are going through. Thank you and have a great day.